Hello YouTube, hello everybody. My name is Philanthropy777. Some of you probably know me in the PD2 community. I am currently streaming daily, having a lot of fun with you guys inside of the community. But this YouTube video is about the Cold Arrow Zone, which I will go over in detail, and this is a GG build showcase that is almost like min-maxed completely, I would say. I do not claim that this is the absolute best version. I am in a point where I would never claim such a thing because there are many good different variations out there that works too. This is just like a personal individual decision that I do, or that I did. I stopped playing this char already like almost over 1 week because I am right now on a Poison Wolvensin, which is my absolute favorite character. But let's go into this one here. So I'm level 96. Attributes wise, we go for enough points to possibly maybe wear arcanes. I chose arcanes over a Silk of Weave because of you have here a lot of vitality, a lot of faster hit recovery, and also the +2 skills are very handful. Because we are already having so much faster run walk, so in that regards, I am not running anymore actually arcanes. I will go over this in a bit, but you need to basically put enough attributes into strength to wear your gear, enough attributes into dexterity, and the rest of the points will all go into vitality. Nothing in energy, right? To go over a little bit over the gear here is I'm running Puspiter. Puspiter is, from my point of view, without a doubt, best in slot, over ice, or whatever you can imagine, because you have so much quality of life here. We do not care about the lower rest curse on striking, to be honest, because we anyway one-shot, which I will show you in a map showcase too. But what is very important here is basically to get the +3 skills. Then, if you have the money, at least 45% increased attack speed. Because if we have 45 increased attack speed on the Puspiter, which will allow us, if we are out of town with phase, the 9th EAS frame is basically 65, and you see that I have here a 50% one. It's just like for me, because I like to min-max characters. Every time I play a character I try to min-max. It doesn't matter even if I don't need it, but I try to have like the most possible outcome. This is just like my gameplay, nobody has to do it, you don't need to pay extra high runes for that, it's just like my decision here. But basically you would need 45 increased attack speed with a minimum of level 14 phase. I'm running 15 phase here, which is not needed. Like I said, a minimum level is level 14. And that way you can reach only with your gloves, with 20 ears, your breakpoints here, which is allowing you to stack more facets in your build. And in this Puspiter I have socketed 4 5/5s, of course, and I have here a Nightwings reopen socket. It's a 10/10 with also 3 5/5s inside, which is without a doubt best in slot. I have a Maras with a +1 and faster run walk. The more faster run walk you stack, the faster you will clear the maps, I will guarantee you. But I'm at a point where I'm at 188, so the faster run walks from the Silk of Weaves I will not exchange for, let's say, if I want to run Arcanes. or whatever. I will not exchange it for the MF I'm running here, but I will go into this in a bit. But yeah, basically the Maras here. Other options would be blood-crafted amulets, also similar to that. Even with, like, let's say life after each kill or whatever. A really good one would be actually to have mana after each kill. A blood-crafted one. With 3 skills, faster run walk, resistances, and life after each kill plus mana after each kill, because if you would get a mana after each kill amulet like that, you would not need your mana after each kill on one of your rings, and you could have here 10% more faster run walk, but in the end I didn't care about it. I'm running also here as a Quiver the Frozen Sorrows with +1 skills and 2 sockets, 2 5/5s inside. As you can see, the cold arrow fires 3 additional arrows. To be honest with you, we are shooting so many arrows, right? Like, even if you have 4 arrows, it will not make a change. To be very honest with you guys, so just take that in mind. If you want to pay more to be having, like, let's say the maximum out of your tier, you can do that. I just didn't bother anymore because we are at a point in this league where it's not easy to get certain items anymore. Yeah. But also to go over here, I'm running 320 gloves with Pierce Corruption, right? And also Pierce on the Snow Clash with +2 skills and 8 max res, which is also not important. You do not need 8 max, we don't need a lot of cold resistance here, etc. But the best part is that it has also half freeze duration, and the half freeze duration you get also from Nightwing, so basically we are CBF immune. And that's why this decision here. And also there's no other belt that gives you +2 skills overall, especially not for all skills, but definitely not for cold skills. I'm running here a Wisp, which is pretty handy to have because of the Heart of Wolverine. The Heart of Wolverine gives you, we don't care about the EDO, etc., but it also gives you attack rating, which is very, very handy to play an elemental arrow build like that, because we want to make sure to hit everything with one shot, right? And also to get over this a little bit is basically, actually I will go over this in a little bit later. But yeah, that's why this decision was made here. And also a BK with mana after each kill, as I already told you. We get here also life. The life stone per hit doesn't affect us, but it's very handy to have a little bit more life here. Then I decided to go with the Merman's Rocket with the faster run walk. As I said, we want to have as much as we can to run the maps even more smooth and more speedy. Because the more, like, the less times you're spending per hour in a map, the more mobs you kill, and the higher the chances are to find juicy drops. Yeah. As a Grand Charms, I am stacking only 7 faster run walk skillers. Yeah, and there's a torch, 5920 Amazon torch. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of just like 15% experience gained unis. I never improve my Annihilus in the sense of, because my first char was a Nova Sorc, and the 20, like the 20 energy, 20 all res was very, very important for my build, because I'm an energy shield base, and that's why the vitality I never cared, and I never looked for another one. Since 3 weeks I'm looking for an upgrade actually, but nothing is on the market, and that's why the decision here of a little bit less vitality. Basically I'm swapping always my Annihiluses between the chars that I'm playing. Small charms wise, I'm running only 3 faster run walks, 5 all rest charms here. Other options will be definitely just like faster run walk and resistant charms. As you can see, I am also not everywhere fully rest cap, but you don't need it, to be honest, especially not on the lightning resist, because we have also like here 6% lightning absorb. But if you want to have it, of course you can do it. You can play around as you wish, etc. You can use also raring with resistances, with attack rating, and so on, right? So there's a lot of freedom of item choices here. And to go over the Merc, in the sense of, is like I said, a phase. You need at least a level 14 Fanatism aura phase to reach your breakpoints. You do not need the helm like this, to be honest. I also forgot to put my quivers here, which is on another char, but it doesn't matter, to be honest. But if you would have here, for example, a banner slot, you need to understand that I'm running an Act 1 Merc, right? With Viger. And the more all skills you stack on your Mercs, it's also affecting the Viger aura. So basically you would be having a more faster run walk on your char. But I just forgot it. I don't care about it, you will see why. Because we are already pretty speedy here in these maps. But other options like Vampire Gaze is here just in Andariels or whatever you have. I like to stack PDR on my Viger Act 1 Merc, because if you are going fast like I do with my Velvensin, she's not shooting and not leeching usually. It's just like, let's say it like that. She is just like a stat stick for the Viger aura. Just the aura provider, that's it, you know? And yeah. And as a armor, I'm just running Fortitude. You can run also anything else. It doesn't actually matter, but the all resistances and the max lightning rest is pretty cool. And the life to make her survive longer if there will be like rippy occasions. On this char, I have never seen my Merc dying, to be honest. So yeah. As boots, always Marrow Walks, and I always try to get my hands on physical damage taken reduced. Corruptions here. As I said, I love to stack PDR on her. But basically this decision is only made because for the CBF immunity. And then I'm usually running a strings with attack speed. Or you can run also just a regular one with just some PDR, and the life leash is pretty cool here. And best in slot is definitely the Lava Goats for the Enchant Fire here. Because, to be honest with you, if you have, like on this char especially, or other chars, people do not know that Enchant Fire is, yes, it's giving you fire damage, etc., but the most important stat here is increased attack rating. And in this case, from the Lava Gods it's level 10, which means we get it increased by 65%, which is huge. And also, to go back to the face rune word, which grants us Fanatism, is not also only granting us attack speed, but also another source of huge attack rating. Take that in mind, right? Why the decisions are always made like that. For many people, for many chars, etc, etc. Yeah. We finished the gear, we finished the Merc. I can show you also what map options you have. Maybe I forgot some, maybe, you know. But as T1s you can run Sewers, Halls of Tortures, and West March, Jungle, and Battlefield. I would prefer to run probably West March and Jungle and Halls of Torture, because I don't like Sewers in that sense, because the density is very low here and it's a very small map. Halls of Torture needs to be also buffed density wise, but other than that it is also a nice map. Battlefield, I don't like the layout very much, but every single map is like individual preferences, so no matter what you like to run, you can run, right? T2 wise, you can run the Zoltan Colts map, like the Toms, then Scovos, and Ancestrals. Take in mind in the Ancestrals, there are these spiders, right? If you're not experienced in PD2, these spiders having a lot, like a shit ton. If they hit you and inflict that poison on you, yo, that poison is so heavy. Sorry for that. But T3 wise, you can run Plagues, Canyons, and Pandemoniums. On my like, since I ever made this char after my level 99 Nova, I only ran Pandemoniums, to be honest. Like 90% only Pandemoniums, because Pandemoniums is a really, 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 really good map, density-wise, from layout, from the mob type, etc. But Plagues are also very, very good to run. I switched over to some of them. They are very, very nice to run, but it's also a huge map. Density is also big. Canyons I never run. I personally do not like it, but you can definitely run them. And also another option is cow maps, right? It's not a bad cow mapper, but me personally, I do not like to run Blood Moons. I do not like that open layout. And many chars are not shining there from the kill speed point of view. But if you have fun in any regards and you're enjoying to run them, there's nothing wrong how you wanna play it, but what I'm telling you just right now is just like map efficiency wise, right? Yeah. So I prepared the map. Like also I forgot to go into my armor choice. Why did I choose the Scalders here? Yes, you could run Arcanes, you could run Silks, but I'm already one-shotting everything. So there's no point of me to go for Arcanes for another +1 skill or like putting facets here inside. So I'm sticking to an MF option here, which is Scalders. You can run, for example, a 3-socket Scalders here, like that. Then you would have 1% more, but from a style point of view, it's just like looking much better, right? To have like a red dot after that description of better magic find. And the base of this is basically a 1.5 per level. So that's why I bought this from a boy's mag. And yeah, in maps you can reach like 250 to 300, like 200 to 300 depending on which tier you are running, and basically we are really one-shotting everything. And yeah, let me put this here back. And also, yeah, so we're gonna do a map showcase even with the Scalders here. This one has huge density, right? And also has 12 increased max life to showcase how strong and how comfortable this char is basically playing. So let's go into this. Actually, I need to create a new game. So the only thing you do here is to buff yourself with a bow and you're good to go. So what I do, how to play this char, I have here on my magic arrow, on the right click, right? But I have my quick cast on R for cold arrow. So I'm walking and shooting. And what is important here is also, which you need to practice if you are not experienced or playing new this char, don't shoot like this with your cursor there. Because the further that cursor is, the tighter the arrows are spreading. So what you do is basically having always your cursor in front of your char to spread the arrows the most efficiently way out. But let's go into this. You will see, as you can see, even with the increased life modifier, which is 12%, and high density, which is basically a good showcase here, how I one-shot everything here. There are these other mobs like these blood drinkers here, where it's like with 18% with this setup here. I think it's 18 or 20% or even 22. I do not remember, like I said. I didn't play it for a long time, where they are basically not one-shotting anymore. And in those maps, actually, if I roll those, I was just swapping out my arcanes because I want to run them as efficient, like, as possible. Which means like in the most like high speed you can actually reach. I have timed my... like I said, I didn't play this char for a long time, but I know that this build can go sub 4 minute and 30, even with looting. Which I will not reach here, because like I said, I am not right now really... yeah, I didn't play it for a long time, and right now I'm playing my favorite char as always, the Velvenson. But yeah, this is just like a little guide for you guys here, what is possible to have certain gear. And if you are curious enough and you're loving this char, this will be definitely a nice option to do so. And I will also have in the link description below really nice guides from our good friends, at least from my point of view. From the Hi I'm clan, Him clan, Hi I'm, whatever you wanna pronounce it. There's also a lot of map passing guides there, which is basically showing you how to run maps, certain map layouts in the most effective way. Most effective way means no backtracking. There are other options where you can run certain maps even like speedier, right? Just take that in mind. But everything will be in the link description below. And yeah, the only thing I would say here is that I do not like... Oh, we have actually a Gheed event for the video, which is very, very cool. The only thing I do not like here is single target DPS. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but what is a good single target DPS or skill? If I need longer than 3 seconds to kill the boss, I consider it not a good single target DPS, right? But it's good, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like something I personally do not like. Oh shit, on stream? Oh shit. On the video, a Kadala's 10 is my first time this season. This is a max roll, by the way. But yeah. Let's try this also out. This was the Spirit Shroud. Let's try the Storm Slash out. Nope. I do not care about anything else here. Let's corrupt this Spirit Shroud for +2. But it's only 2 sockets. So yeah. Let's go and go further. Yo, Spitzing, thank you, thank you, thank you. I run these map also like drawed. I think it was Mark who drawed these map passings here, which is... I like it for, especially for Pandemoniums, because there's basically no backtracking involved. But yeah, this char is super strong, guys, like seriously, it's super strong. If you like this playstyle, check it out. Me personally, I would rate this... For all the characters I played, I would rate this character personally as an 8.5 out of 10. I truly think that Fire Arrow Zone would be faster, which I didn't play yet. Because the benefits of the Fire Arrow Zone is that the arrows are shooting faster. And basically you will kill faster in a total. Because this is a char which is only faster running, right? Like only running and shooting, running, shooting, running, shooting. There's no, how to say, no teleport skill involved here, which makes it not be able to compete with the fastest builds or characters out there. But this doesn't mean that this is slow and you should not play it. Like whatever you enjoy in this game, even if you enjoy looting everything here, do it. I do not loot anymore everything because it will just hold me down and I will lose some seconds per map. I try to run maps like the most efficiently way, right? That's the only reason here. But yeah, for me, if this map is like, I can run it blindly even without the map layout here already. Even I'm a little bit, yeah, not practiced anymore after not playing it for such a long time. But be sure that you can run here sub 30 minutes and even faster if you like really skilled with looting even. But looting means not like on a regular filter, like on a strict level, right? And always pick up your skulls. I do not pick up gems anymore, to be honest, at the point right now. But skulls are right now also 0.75. That amulet I would have picked up, but I walked past it, and I usually do not go back to... Yeah, because the chances are for some items are so low, it's not worth to pick it up. And also, if you want to know which loot filter I'm using, it's basically Kasahi's loot filter, but we have our own version of it, which was actually also introduced. Like, big shout out to Merc here, who did our filter in cooperation. We just changed the style of it, which can be also checked out, but I will make also a video out of it and will upload also a video for that. So basically this is now done, right? Oh, and what I also actually forgot is to go over the skill tree. I apologize for that, but I forgot. Basically, this is our main skill. We level, like we skill all the synergies to max, which is magic arrow and ice arrow. Here in that section, nothing, of course. Then one skill in critical strike to reach 2 pierce, enough pierce to reach 100 pierce, and 1 point into penetrate to get also some attack rating. Then you max out, you put 1 into dodge, then you max out evade, and at 1 point you have everything maxed out, and the rest of the points just go into dodge. But yeah, this is it for me right now. That was actually pretty lucky with that Kadalas, actually insane. It's my first one this season, but I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It is actually my first recorded video of a build guide for PD2. I am streaming right now every day. I have a lot of fun with you guys. I'm helping out everybody. I'm doing Lucian services also for free. We're having a lot of fun together. We're helping each other out. So if you want to come by, visit me, check us out, etc., etc., you are very welcomed. It's also very beginner friendly. But yeah, and if you have any questions, comments for maybe budget version, I will try to answer everything as fast as I can, of course. But yeah, much appreciated. Thank you so much. I hope I could give you a beautiful insight about this character here, about this cold arrow zone. But nevertheless, stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy the game. Enjoy actually the greatest RPG game out there. So much thank you to the PD2 dev team, to the moderators, and everybody who is contributing to this beautiful, beautiful, admiring game. Have a good day, have a good afternoon, have a good evening, have a good night, whatever it is, and stay healthy. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.